Hey guys, we just purchased this 1990 Ford E350 Econoline box truck, and we are going to convert it into a tiny home on wheels. We were going to convert a Ram ProMaster or a Sprinter van, you know, one of those cool new looking ones, but we had a really bad experience and we're going to share that story with you guys. But first, we're going to show you around this van and give you a tour and tell you about some of the specs. All right, so first things first, this is a Ford Econoline F350. It's a 1990. It's a V8, and it only has 115,000 miles. It is the commercial edition, so this apparently was used in production for 17 years for ambulances and commercial trucks. So the thing is built like an absolute beast. It's a dually, 2 wheels in the back on each side. So it's kind of a step up from the consumer model. So the thing is an absolute beast. This is Alyssa.
Hi.
And
one of my favorite things is that it still has the original owner's guide for the past 30 years. It's just been in here, and I think that's amazing.
Here we have the box. It is 14 feet long on the short length, and then we have an extra 2 feet up at the top, so it's 16 feet long at the top. Again, we got the dually back here. There's actually an auxiliary fuel tank built into the side here, so we're thinking of using this as our gray water tank, because there's just a big gas tank like built underneath the truck that we want to utilize. So yeah, moving, it's got the nice barn doors, which is something that we were really looking for, as opposed to like the roll-up doors, because apparently with the roll-up doors like you see on the U-Haul trucks, it takes up a lot of space on the roof, and the barn doors are like most efficient use of space, and they're a bit more solid. Another thing about this box is it's fully made of aluminum. It's rock solid metal. It's not one of those like flimsy fiberglass box trucks, so it feels really solid, super durable. All right, so we'll go ahead and show you inside. Right now there's just like this padlock on the back. This lock does work, but apparently it's really easy to lock someone in from the outside. So we're just using a padlock. We're probably gonna install our own like circular lock on here, which we can open from both sides. But right now, this is how it is. Nice big sturdy doors. As you can see, huge space for building. One of the biggest pluses to this box truck instead of a van is, number one, all the walls are like right angles. So with vans you have to deal with like really curvy walls and kind of like odd angles, and with the box truck it's a piece of cake to build. Another thing, this is wider than most vans. I think this is at least a foot, if not a little bit more than a foot wider than like a ProMaster or a Sprinter. So super wide. It's 7 feet 6 inches wide. The height is about the same height as a high roof van, maybe like an inch shorter, but like I'm 5'7" and I have a lot of room still. Here we have this cool like doorway to the front. I'm going to be paneling over with some nice aesthetically pleasing materials, but we don't have a sliding door on the side like you get on vans. So really our only two doors are the barn doors in the back and through the front doors here. But we have a pretty big, there's a pretty big like walkway through the front here. So here's the front. It's definitely the old school vibe. We're gonna be putting in our own radio, our own head unit. We're gonna be reupholstering all these seats, and probably doing some flooring down here on the bottom, just making this kind of look nice. Up here we have this nice over cab section. It's 2 feet deep. Probably gonna use this for like main storage area. It's just such a handy place to use for storage, where we don't have to infringe on like our living space, because it's not quite big enough to use as a bed. So it'll be really awesome storage. Well, I guess next, that's pretty much it for the tour. So that's really the next step after you have a van, is to come up with your layout. So that's what we'll be doing, and we'll take you with us.